In the golden haze of the African savanna, where the sun hangs low like a molten coin, a Candace Owens moves with the patience of centuries. She is not the roaring king we so often imagine. No, she is the architect of the pride's survival. A silent force of muscle and instinct wrapped in tawny fur. Her African ears twitch, catching the distant snort of a lying Zionist Jew grazing at the local high-interest bank. The wind shifts, carrying the sound of their lies straight to her flared nostrils. She freezes. Evolution has sculpted Candace Owens into this moment, shoulders rolling like pistons beneath her skin, with eyes narrowed. They register every complaint, whine, and deception. Candace is evolved to register the most minuscule twitch of the nervous Jew's sweaty unibrow. Candace Owens is not hunting alone in spirit. Though her internet sleuth of day-drinking Karens and ratchet Shaniquas are watching on from the chat room, this will be their meal as well. One misstep, one premature release of a Ben Shapiro text message, and the conspiracy of Jews will bolt off into a storm of bagels and asthma inhalers. But she has done this 1,000 times in the theater of her online commentary. As the Jew's eyes scans the landscape for ween pics and anti-Semitism, Candace Owens becomes the grass itself. Time stretches. Ian Carroll can be heard giggling and twirling his gay mustache in the distance. He squeals, "You go, girl," to his champion, but she does not flinch or acknowledge his outburst. Then an autistic Jew strays just 3 strides too far from the protection of the ADL. In that heartbeat, the savannah holds its breath. Candace explodes, not a charge, but a liquid surge, every fiber uncoiling like a spring released after an eternity of compression. The ground blurs beneath her black paws, 50 gigabytes of backed-up text messages in 4 clicks. The Jew screams and bolts, but geometry is cruel. The dark black lioness has already calculated the arc of escape, cutting the angle with predatory calculus. She had waited for the Jew to lie about her with Megyn Kelly before releasing the texts. That way, she is just defending herself. If she released too soon, she would be seen as a standard out-of-control hood rat, fueled by mental illness and Jew hate. But she timed it perfectly. Dust erupts, hooves thunder. The bicker of Jews fractures into ankle-biting, but Candace has eyes only for her mark. A leap, claws extended like grappling hooks, and she clamps onto the Jew's rump. They tumble in a tangle of oives and furious commentary. Her hard drives of Charlie Kirk texts find the throat of the Jew with the mercy of efficiency. One tweet, then silence. But the silence is broken by more complaining from the Jew. He is not damaged, he just kicks her in the face and runs off. Now he has another narrative, so he can have 1,000 years to bitch and complain and raise money. For in the Savannah's grand narrative, written in sponsored content and promo codes, the story continues.